Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Smiley's World. How is everybody doing today? June 20th, 2025. Hello, Miss Grace. Hello, beautiful. You're the first one in here today. Not crazy by crazy lady. Hello, so good to see you. Good afternoon. Yes, thank you all for being here. Go ahead and hit them thumbs up buttons today. Go ahead and just hit that thumbs up and put some DNA on that button. Hello, hello. That's right. And if Seth comes in today, today is his birthday. See, I didn't forget because my son's birthday is today too. So that's something else we have in common. So I know it's not the greatest day for him because all he wants is his son back, but I hope he has a blessed and kind of relaxing today and a happy birthday. I really do. I wish him all the joy in the world. Dawn Emery, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Amos Liz, hello. Good to see you too. Victoria Burgess, good afternoon. Debbie W, hello, hello. Nala, hello. Good to see you. Gypsy, hello. Number 4, happy Friday. Kathy, good to see you. That's right. Wish happy birthday. Put many green hearts in here still, just because we're not talking about Sebastian in this section. I still have him up right here. I promised I would keep his information up right here at the bottom. And I will continue to keep doing that because he is still missing, unfortunately. And I will keep that up no matter what we're talking about. And, that's just the way it's going to be. I don't care who likes it. This is the Smiley Story Show, right? This is my life. Hey, Retha and everybody, come on in. Victoria, good to see everybody. It is a beautiful hot day here, and I hope everybody is having a blessed day. The sun is shining. I done been out once, and I guess I'll be going out to dinner again with my son, and you know, all the things. I don't know. We'll see how the day goes. Smiley don't like the plans. I don't like the plans. Let the chips fall where they may. That's the way I see it. That's just the way I see it. Gypsy, we're going to get Sebastian back and we're not going anywhere, still doing flyers and still writing letters. Me too. I've wrote so many letters, honey, and emails and and I did write. Okay, so remember the other night, I do want to tell y'all this and update you because I'll be transparent about everything. I'll probably say it in the live that I spoke with uh you know when I last spoke on Sebastian. um Grace said Smiley owns a link store. The one Kiki sent me, and I meant to tell her because late last night I got it back. Hey Selena, um the guy, oh my God, what is his name? I am so sorry. Uh, Lord have mercy. Let me see if I can pull up my email here before we get going here. Let's see. The guy, uh, not guys, the guy. What is his name? Hold on a minute. I apologize. I got so many in here. Um, he was, let's see, where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Oh, here. Hold on. Yeah, John Gentry, the John Gentry guy. Um, Okay, so I wrote him, but he's no longer, he's a private citizen now. Okay. So I wrote him as a private citizen and I asked him, I understand he's a private citizen now and everything. But still I wanted some guidance and, what he thought and on the Sebastian Rogers case, yada, 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 whatever. And he wrote me back last night and he told me that he and his wife was doing, let's see, let me get that one. Okay, he and his wife has been working diligently on the Sebastian case. Now, he told me that recently they had organized a vigil at a church here in Sumner County with many concerned citizens in attendance. I'm assuming, because he wasn't clear, I'm assuming that's the one maybe that I went to, and that he said he didn't really know what else could be done as a citizen, as him for a citizen. So he's doing things like that. And I just thanked him and I told him, well, I appreciate that, because I said that I didn't know that. And I said, that might be the one I went to. And I said, I wish I would have got a chance to meet you. Thank you very much. So he did write back, but he is not in politics anymore. So I did want to let you know they are, they are doing stuff like that. So Smiley is writing everybody that I can, and I will continue to. And thank you for also doing the same things. Everything helps. You never know who knows who and what is going on and who will help. Lois, thank you so much. And you are always welcome here. And my laugh. I got to where I used to not, I used to always leave my camera down, but I got to where I like these little things up here, and especially if they have people on them. But anyway, I've got in the habit of doing that. But I want you to know I'm here. I don't look all raunchy and stuff, but anyway, I am here. I do want to read this verse here, mostly because it is Seth's birthday, and sometimes I do this every now and then, but I wanted to read it today because, like I said, I know it's not it's a party day or anything like that. But I thought, what can I read? So sometimes I don't go by the dates and all that stuff. This one, my other friend got me on here, my sub, and it's this book right here, and I love it. She got my mom one too when my mom was sick. But anyway, I love this one. I don't usually go by the dates, but today I thought, well, what am I going to read and look at? But I thought, okay, let me just go to June 20th. Let's see what it says for June 20th today. So we're going to read today, June 20th. And I thought, this was a very good one for June 20th. So Seth, I really thought this was speaking. Maybe it's just me. And it come from Psalms at the bottom. Usually I read it, but it come from several verses. Psalms 8, 1 through 4, Psalms 19, 1 through 2, 1 Corinthians 6 through 19, and Jeremiah 29 through 13. And it was all together. And today, June 20th, what was in there is said, I speak to you continuously. My nature is to communicate, though not always in words. I fling glorious sunsets across the sky, day after day. I speak in the faces and voices of loved ones. I caress you with gentle breeze that refreshes and delights you. I speak softly in the depths of your spirit, where I have taken up residence. You can find me in each moment when you have eyes that see and ears that hear. Ask my spirit to sharpen your spiritual eyesight and hearing. I rejoice each time you discover my presence. Practice looking and listening for me during quiet intervals. Gradually, you will find me in more and more of your moments. You will seek me and find me when you seek me above all else. I just thought that was perfect. So I really like that. And that was for today, June 20. So anyway, so how is everybody doing? Anybody else got any birthdays today? Anybody else got anything interesting going on? Or anything you want to say or do or anything like that? Because today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. Good afternoon, everybody coming in, and welcome, welcome. I'm glad everybody. Yeah, that was perfect for Seth, wasn't it? I'm like, well, what am I going to kind of look up? What will be kind of good? And I'm like, let me just go to the date, June 20th. Let me just do that. Because I'm not one who always stays in order. I'm just not. But I thought that was perfect. I read it to myself, and I'm like, that's it. That's perfect. So, everybody coming in, just hit the like button if you will. This, may help somebody else. I don't know. And if it does, it does. I don't know. But today we're going to talk about how many of y'all remember this story? This is a true story of I think there was two of them, but this is David Martin, the Craigslist stalker. And, it happened years ago. But it reminded me of a lot of stuff that's going on. And I hope it helps. I hope it helps somebody. I remember this years ago. I don't like to just tell stories here. I feel them. I do. At least I do. I get so passionate. These cases give me so many emotions. They do. Sometimes y'all can hear me getting angry. Some of these stories, they haunt me. They really do. They piss me off. They hurt my heart. I don't understand the evil. I see it. I feel it. I hear it. But unfortunately, the world has to be aware. And some people are not. I know, Miss Grace, I get angry. And unfortunately, I let mine show. Maybe I shouldn't, but I do. But we can't let the world be blind to it. It has to be told. And a lot of people don't know about these old stories. Our lives depend on it, but not only our lives, our children, our grandchildren, and they don't know about these things. It's unfortunate that we have to live in it, and we have to let them know. We shouldn't scare them about it, but we have to let them know because we're leaving this world to them. This is going to be their world, and they have to be prepared. I want to talk about stalking, but I also want to talk about the Craigslist stalker and how obsession turned deadly. And if you've heard about this one, you can put a 1 in the chat. Hey, Holly and Maritha and everybody coming in. But I'm going to dig real deep into this one because this one, an online post nearly cost this woman her life. And it was not even her post. She didn't post that. The Craigslist stalker weaponized her on the internet. He did. She was a single mother in Wyoming, raising her child, working. Nothing unusual. She recently joined online communities and Craigslist for side hustles. I've done that. I've went under gigs, or I've went to events, did side jobs, did errands. Nothing unusual about that. But then David Martin sees her online, and he begins messaging her under different names, under different accounts. So then she blocks him, but it only escalates. Sometimes you can ignore these people and sometimes you can't. I'm just saying. Kind of like people here do. Kind of like people right here in your face on YouTube do. and Facebook and all of these platforms. I know I get this crap all the time, and it's crazy. I get messages from this one, and then they go under a different name. It's crazy. Some think you're stupid, you know, and then they have no idea, though, what you're really doing in the background, but okay. But anyway, so this Martin guy posts fake Craigslist ads, posting as her, posting like they're her post, claiming she wanted to be violently assaulted. Now, who in the world wants to be violently assaulted? But anyway, he did that. He gave her real name, her photo, her address. You know, doxing. We know all about doxing, right? Which is illegal, by the way. Oh, and did y'all know? I found out, by the way, just in the last few days, there's actually real paperwork that you really fill out just for specifically doxing. That was very interesting to come across. But anyway, we shall move on. So anyway, men began showing up at her home, including one who tried to force his way in. She initially installed cameras, contacts police. Police initially dismissed the case. You got to go through a bunch of crap. One man tells her, "I'm here for what you posted." She had no idea what he was talking about. She finally captures one of the attackers on camera and files a full report. The FBI's cyber unit tracks the IP. She finally gets one that will track the IP, and he does. He goes to the address where David Martin is, and his laptop has hundreds of saved screenshots of her social media and conversations. Now listen, this was years ago. Years. We're not talking about 2025. I'm not sure. I think this was in the 80s or 90s. But anyway, I'm not sure. It would have to be looked up. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, it was years ago. Think what today would. They found this man guilty of cyber stalking, attempted assault. I'm just telling people they need to listen. Attempted assault and criminal impersonation. And he was sentenced to 60 plus years. And that was years ago, is what I'm trying to get across to people. Imagine what it would be now. Imagine the emotional reflection, what this did to her and her child. The terrifying ease of digital weaponizing her. This is a reminder to stay vigilant, to report threats, and never blame the victim. All the followers and everything, never blame the victim. You need to keep fighting online for online safety and justice for the silent victims. And if you or somebody you know online in the chat, and I'm sure I'll get a number one for somebody, or somebody has been stalked or harassed, all you gotta do is drop a 1. This probably place will be filled up. Because this just is not a stalker story. It is a digital nightmare. It really is. This victim right here, the Craigslist stalker stalked, she was a hardworking single mom in Wyoming. She was not rich. She was not famous. She was just trying to make her ends meet. She used Craigslist and Facebook like many of us do every day. But someone was watching her. Hey, Lorraine Law. And that someone was David Martin. And at first, maybe she thought it was flattery. I don't know. But then she started getting all these messages. Then it was silence until the day she noticed a bunch of strange men driving by her home. One of them said, "I'm here for what you posted," but she hadn't posted anything. David did, though. David Martin had posted fake ads, and he was posing as her. He was saying she wanted violent sexual encounters. He gave her real name, her photo, her home address. He was a sick SOB. Again, doxing this lady. He didn't know her. Does this sound familiar? Doxing her. Call a spade a spade. That's exactly what he was doing. He almost got her killed. She installed the cameras. She begged the police to take her serious. And when they finally did, what they found was horrifying. David kept an entire digital shrine of this lady. He saved screenshots, he had personal information, and he had dozens of fake accounts. You know, kind of like troll accounts. Hey, Poppy Love. I'm just telling y'all, that's exactly what this was. Everything targeting her, he definitely stalked her. Now, in court, the judge called his actions one of the worst calculated forms of cyber stalking ever documented. And again, this was years ago. I can't imagine now what you get, how you get in trouble. Hey, Sally. But he sentenced him to over 60 plus years. But it doesn't matter. No sentence could ever undo the trauma. She had to move. Her child changed schools. And her entire life was messed up. It was rewritten by a man she never even met in person. Never even laid eyes on. Online stalking is real. And it ruins lives. And it ruins more than your life. And if you ever been harassed or impersonated online, you're not by yourself. Hey, Miss Magoo. And to think this is going on day in and day out right here, I see it with my own eyes, in these streets, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's scary. It's scary. Don't suffer in silence. It's going on in these streets online. It's going on in your streets outside your house. It's going on. And I know it's real. I told you I have a kinfolk, a person who was innocently stalked years ago from a gym. It was a terror. She don't even to this day hardly go out of the house. She didn't go to my mom's funeral. She's still terrified. That is a horrible, horrible, sick way to live from these sickos. It's going on, and y'all have no idea unless it happens to you. Stalking isn't always a Hollywood show. It's not always on TV. And it's not always a stranger hiding in the bushes. Sometimes it's somebody you know. And often it starts very quietly before it even becomes dangerous. Stalking is any unwanted, kind of obsessive behavior or attention that makes you feel unsafe or emotionally or digitally or physically. It can include following you, calling you nonstop, hacking your accounts, or even watching your house, sending people to watch you. And it's not just creepy, it is a crime. So today, I want to let you know, here are some signs that you might be dealing with. There are more, but here are some signs that you might be dealing with a stalker. They won't stop contacting you no matter how many times you tell them to stop. Oh, and by the way, no means no. I don't care what situation you're in. No means no. Stop means stop. But they won't stop contacting you no matter how many times you say stop. They show up at places they shouldn't know about, where you're at, whether it be online or not. They should stay far away from you. Agging on stuff. And my suggestion is don't engage. Just don't. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying stop. Hey, prayer warrior. 2009, a man threatened me via Facebook. He eventually called me somehow. I let Ellie immediately know. Ellie, the man never contacted me again. I was fortunate. Yes, it's dangerous. You have to. You're lucky. They know things about you, about your day that you didn't share. You get gifts, letters, or DMs that may feel too uncomfortable or intense or unsettling. They've damaged your property, maybe slashed your tires, maybe hurt your animals. They've done something to you, like come in your neighborhood and done something. They threaten you directly or stubbily. They manipulate you. They have manipulative ways. You feel like you're being watched. You feel like you're being tracked. You feel like you're being followed. They try to isolate you. They try to isolate you from others controlling you or who you talk to. And if it's online, maybe it's in chats, maybe it's in whatever form. Even one of these signs deserves your attention. Even one. Don't take it lightly. Here's how to take your power back. I personally wouldn't engage, but that's me. But what you need to do, seriously, is document everything, take screenshots, save any and all voicemails. Make sure you write time, dates, everything down. Tell someone you trust. Don't stay silent about it because your safety matters. Tell them, do not contact me again one time and then stop replying. One time is all you need to tell them, not 2, 3, 4. Again, I said don't engage. One time is enough. Tighten up your privacy, lock down your social media, block them, screenshot where you block them. Change your passwords. Go to the police. Make your reports. File your reports that you did that. They don't have to know. It don't have to be you got a restraining order. Keep them reports handy. Go on what they say. If they say do a protection order, then get one. Always trust your gut. Feeling unsafe is reason enough. If something feels wrong, it probably is wrong. You don't owe anyone your silence. You don't have to downplay what's happening. Your voice is valid enough, and your safety is sacred. If you or someone you love is experiencing stalking, call 1-800-FYI-CALL. The Victim Connect hotline or 911, your local law enforcement. Stay aware. Stay strong. I know my mods have been dropping numbers in here too. And you will be fine. Just stay aware and stay strong. I think I'm going to start covering some more of these topics. Always trust your instincts. Always. So I wanted to share that with you. I want you to all be safe. I love you all. Thank you for coming in here with me for a few minutes. And I want you to enjoy your day. And I'll see you a little bit later today. Thank you all. Yeah, Stephanie said if anyone needs to talk or just listen, I'm here. And there's your other number as well. I love you all. Thank you. Bye.